Apartment. A set of rooms for living in, usually on one floor of a large building, flat. For example, a luxury apartment. Airport. A place where passenger aircraft arrive and depart, with buildings for customs, waiting rooms etc. For example, our flight arrived at Delhi Airport over 2 hours late. Building. A structure with walls and a roof, such as a house or factory. For example, the once empty site was now covered with buildings. Booking office. A place, at a theater, station, etc. where tickets can be bought. For example, he's going to the booking office. Bridge. A structure that is built over a river, road, or railway to allow people and vehicles to cross from one side to the other. For example, we drove over the bridge. Bridge. A structure that is built over a river, road, or railway to allow people and vehicles to cross from one side to the other. For example, we drove over the bridge. Bus stop. A place, usually with a pole with a sign, where a bus stops to allow passengers to get on and off. For example, she was waiting at a bus stop. Car park. An area of ground for parking cars. For example, I left the car in the car park. Cash machine. A machine, usually in a wall outside a bank, from which you can take money out of your bank account using a special card. For example, these basic accounts offer free and credit banking with cash machine cards. City center. The central part of a city. For example, it's impossible to park in the city center. Corner. The point, area, or line that is formed by the meeting of two lines, surfaces, roads, etc. For example, you go around corners too fast when you're driving. Crossing. A place where something such as a road, river, etc. can be crossed safely, or a place where a road and a railway meet and cross each other. For example, a road crossing. Crossroads. A place where two roads meet and cross each other. For example, we came to a crossroads. Fountain. A stream of water that is forced up into the air through a small hole, especially for decorative effect, or the structure from which this flows. For example, the fountain in Central Park. Market. The people who might want to buy something, or a part of the world where something is sold. For example, are you sure there's a market for the product? Motorway. A wide road for fast-moving traffic, especially in the UK, Ireland, and some other countries, with a limited number of places at which drivers can enter and leave it. For example, because of the bad weather, motorway conditions are expected to be hazardous. Monument. A structure or building that is built to honor a special person or event. For example, while in Washington, D.C., we visited a number of historical monuments. Park. An area of land used by businesses, factories, shops, etc. For example, A business park. Pavement. A path with a hard surface on one or both sides of a road, that people walk on. For example, Jackie fell over and scraped her knee on the pavement. Petrol station. A place where fuel is sold for road vehicles, often with a small shop. For example, the petrol station is around the corner. Playground. An outside area designed for children to play in. For example, the children played in the playgrounds. Road. A particular area or part of a state, country, or the Earth's surface. For example, we live on a quiet road. Roundabout. A place where 3 or more roads join and traffic must go around a circular area in the middle, rather than straight across. For example, take the first left at the roundabout. Route. A particular way or direction between places. For example, I live on a bus route so I can easily get to work. Shopping center. A group of shops with a common area for cars to park. For example, out-of-town shopping centers. Shopping center. A group of shops with a common area for cars to park. For example, out-of-town shopping centers. Signpost. A pole with a sign on it, especially showing the way to a place or the name of a road. For example, the signpost said London 18 miles. Square. An area of approximately square-shaped land in a city or a town, often including the buildings that surround it. For example, a band were playing in the town square. Station. A company that broadcasts radio or television programs. For example, a radio station. Street. A road in a city or town, usually with buildings along one or both sides. For example, look both ways when you cross the street. Subway. An underground passage that allows people on foot to cross a busy road. For example, they are in the subway. Town. The place where you live or work. For example, I'm leaving town for a few days. Tunnel. A long passage under or through the ground, especially one made by people. For example, the train went into the tunnel. Turning. A place, especially a road, track, or path, where you can leave the road you are on. For example, take the third turning on the left after the traffic lights. Underground. A railway system in which electric trains travel through tunnels below ground. For example, they went on the underground. Zoo. An area in which animals, especially wild animals, are kept so that people can go and look at them. For example, the children love to visit the elephants at the zoo,